It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen, glad to have you join us. The punter, Braden Mann, will start this one. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 35, here's second down and 9.
70, hop, 70, hop, 70, hop, 70. 18, rattler, 18, rattler. Dragon 60, steady.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. We saw plenty of throws like that in Gainesville. The former Gator gets his team a first down. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go, check.
McMillan, the man in motion. On the ground, it's Robinson. Big opening up the middle. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. His second rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. First carry for Saquon Barkley. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Once again, it's Barkley. Inside the 25. And he will score. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Elliott, good on the extra point. And the Eagles come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
Ready, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line, maybe a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. McMillan comes in motion. He finds Wilson coming across the field. They'll get 19 out of that play. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Every staff in the league that understands if we have to play a rookie quarterback, regardless of their talent, regardless of how high they were drafted, the ideal situation is to fill that huddle with as many veteran players as possible. The quarterback's going to be young. He's going to make some mistakes. The more veteran, talented guys around him, the easier it is to weather those mistakes. So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
And he is out of bounds. A gain there of 15. First down, Atlanta.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target, but I don't think it's going to be his last.
They run over center with Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
On the jump.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The motion man is Nakua. On first down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain. We'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Let's go.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
18 Rattler. Drop 50, Dragon 60.
The motion man is Nakua. Throwing now on 3rd and long, and that is incomplete.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Falcons sending out the field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And the score remains tied at 7.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Past midfield to the 45. They're going to have it 1st and goal. He'll be out of bounds at about the 5-yard line. It is a big play for the Eagles. 53 yards.
Wow, I mean, he's going to be disappointed he wasn't able to take that all the way, but that's still a heck of a run. In the end, after a good tackle to save the touchdown, they're still going to be set up with 1st and goal.
He slams it in there, and he is in. Saquon Barkley, touchdown Philadelphia. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. Give him a 2nd touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
Shaq.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
I like the call. Using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
17 yards.
First down at the
So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with first and 10.
Ready?
Now Robinson, and he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
19 Tiger, 19 50 Maverick, 50 Maverick.
Eagles 36-yard line.
Back to throw. Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready?
They put Wilson in motion.
Panther 60, Panther.
On first down, it's Robinson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll work now on second and 4.
Let's go. Ready?
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what?
And he will score! Harold Fannin. Touchdown Falcons. That his second TD catch of the season. The extra point is up and through. And the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. From the 6, here comes a return. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
No touch up. I know you went up.
They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
No gain on the play. Second and 2.
They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. Once again, this defense up to the task. They stop it for no gain yet again. And now it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up third and 10.
No touch up. Hey, Silver. Motion.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Thrown left side, the catch is made. He's going to have the first down, so they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
At the 48-yard line.
Great, set. 180, 180. 73, 73.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And his defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 7.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, that one floated off his back foot. It is intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Ford.
I've been around certain quarterbacks, Mike, that loved throwing the ball in the rain, and other quarterbacks who were very uncomfortable. It looks like this one kind of got out of his hand, a little wonky, and that ball gets away from you just enough. It's going to end up falling into the wrong hands and go the other way.
And he will slosh his way forward on the wet surface for a gain of a yard.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 38-yard line.
Okay,
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 9.
Come on.
McMillan, the man in motion.
60 Bison.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
And this is exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
Third down and 9.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Go!
They'll look to throw. Nakua snags it over the middle. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this.
Let's go!
McMillan comes in motion. A gift, and here comes Robinson. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes 2nd and 4.
19, 5 here. Here we go, set. Cowboy, come 19, come 19. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
He'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll throw here on third and short yardage. He's got a man. That's McMillan. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
60.
Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That finds Nakua downfield, complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally.
And he's in! Puka Nakua! Touchdown Atlanta. Now the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. And the Falcons have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Count up, Yanni. Count up, Yanni. Oh, touch. Anyway, Please. 73.
On first down, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. He's got it! And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Children. Count up, Yanni. Hey, easy. 63, back.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. Inside the 10, it is caught. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's first and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves first and goal inside the low red zone.
Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Yanni.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But
and he's got another one. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will even the score. It's now 21 all. So, a new ball game. We are all tied. Final moments of this first half as the kick's away. Short kick taken at the 17. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Hawk 70. 50, try 50.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. He'll take it at the 12. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. He'll air it out deep for Wilson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
Yeah, so this is kind of interesting, Mike. So typically when teams come out with 5 wide, you're thinking, okay, there's no back in the backfield. This ball's either quarterback run or this ball is going to come out fast because you only have 5 offensive linemen to protect. In this case, they do a great job protecting, allowing the quarterback to take a shot downfield. Falls incomplete, but that's a good sign for down the road.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Falcons will take over possession here at the 44.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all square.
Bijan Robinson. And he will go all the way. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
63.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
On play action, Hurts. Open man, downfield. He's got his tight end Goddard. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 47 yards. Here's Barkley. And this one blown up. Good serve and drop him. A loss on the play. Back to the 9-yard line.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal?
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Great. Set. 180.
To throw is Hurts. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Third and goal.
Yo, time that Yeti. 180, what up? Tiger Hornet.
Now it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
73. Man. Hey. Alpha.
He'll throw on 4th down with Hurts. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. Here's a 2nd and 9.
70 Rangers.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him and will bring up 3rd down.
So, Mike, you find yourself in some of these inclement weather games, whether it's rain or snow. Really, the challenge falls on the defensive side. They're usually more in a reactionary position where they got to change directions and they got to react to the plays and the movement of the offense. So what you want to do in these bad games is keep the ball underneath, tackle well in space, and say, okay, offense, snap that slippery ball one more time, throw it one more time. Just make them go the long way. Don't get them off the hook by giving them a one-play score.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. McMillan, the man in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Let's go now. Let's go.
Now, faking the give. Right side, complete to Nakua. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 2 1st downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. The RPO, a pass taken by McMillan. Still going inside the 20. And he will score. Tenerella McMillan. Touchdown Atlanta. The extra point is good. And the Falcons will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
Eagles 21.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And he slips through an opening. Winds up getting about 8. That is past the 40-yard line. From the 43, here's 2nd and a yard.
Great.
On the handoff, this is Barkley. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 28 yards. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A run up the middle with Barkley. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up
It's now
3rd down.
and less than a yard.
Great.
He'll try to run here with Barkley. And he's into the end zone yet again. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
No. Ready?
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Into space. Inside the 30. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 81 yards. Touchdown, Atlanta. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game.
That's the score. Falcons 42, Eagles 28.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Barkley. And he just hoped to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Watching him throughout this game has been incredible, Mike. I mean, I've loved watching him perform. The reality is it just hasn't impacted the outcome of the game. It's really been a wasted individual effort unless they can somehow find a way to flip this thing around.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Great.
4th quarter starts, and it's a run for Barkley. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the 1st down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short. Play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd down and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10.
I got it.
Hey!
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
73.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out. Great job here by this linebacker, Mike. There was no reading and reacting. From the snap, he was attacking. Meets the ball carrier right at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Dragon 60 Bison.
Looking to throw here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by Puka. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
As he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Robinson. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st down, Atlanta.
18, Viking 18. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. They'll get it to Fannin once more. He's taken down just shy of the 10. They go right back to him. This catch good for 11 and a 1st down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. At the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. This one all but over. Here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, he'll throw, and they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the fourth. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Falcons will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A safe kick taken at the 5. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
They'll run the counter with Barkley.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
This one batted in the air and intercepted. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with first and goal.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. The extra point, up and good. And the Falcons will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
No touch. No touch.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And this is going to be an Eagles first down. As they'll take it up to about the 33-yard line. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.